Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are flying ANA's The Room business class from Tokyo to London. I was lucky that ANA opened international flights from Terminal 2 just before my flight, so I'll be sure to show you the brand new terminal area here in Tokyo. The international check-in area is towards the end of the domestic area. After going up a few escalators, you are welcomed into a brand new and quite empty check-in area. Interestingly, ANA still insists you self-check your bags even when flying business class. What I do love is that you can see the active runway even from the check-in area, much nicer than the usual dull inside view of most airports. Security was a breeze and took less than 2 minutes. Likewise, immigration had no queue at all. I headed straight to the new ANA lounge. As soon as you enter, you're met with swathes of natural light, although tarmac views are limited due to the obstruction in front of the windows. For food, there is a range of Japanese and Western options available. There's also a fully stocked bar even at this time in the morning. The food looked fairly fresh and all the drink options you want were there. And of course the famous Japanese beer machines. I opted for a tonkotsu ramen, which was flavorful and a perfect snack for before a flight. Now it was time to head to the gate. Here is a look at the Boeing 777-300ER that will take us on the 14-hour journey to London today. The plane is fitted with new seats, including the room in business class and the suite in first class, which I reviewed already. Here's the link. The boarding area was very organised, although with this aircraft being a high J configuration, the priority boarding queue was full. As I board, you can really get a sense of how huge the business class cabin is in this, 64 seats in total. Here is my seat for today, 19 Alpha, a backward-facing seat close to the window. I prefer this seat as it's more private. The seat features an amazing 24-inch 4K monitor, and just below it is a small cubby which is handy when laying flat. The seat controls are fairly straightforward. The seat can recline to your liking, and you can also control all of the lights from here. Next to it is the controller for the monitor, which doubles up also as a mini screen. Now I'm a fairly large person, yet someone could probably fit next to me with a bit of a squeeze. Here's a quick look at the amenity kit. It's got the standard contents you would expect. Globetrotter designed the pouch, and the amenities are made by L'Occitane. In true Japanese fashion, we pushed back on time as the safety video played. If you haven't already, please subscribe and press the like button, it helps me a lot. After a short taxi, we lined up on runway 34 right and were cleared for takeoff. Got some great views after takeoff, with Tokyo Tower in the middle. I even got a cheeky view of Mount Fuji you can see on the left of the screen as we turn northwards. As service began, it was disappointing to receive a flimsy, disposable wet tissue rather than a hot towel. Feel free to pause the video to check out the menu for today. As I was departing Japan, I felt the Japanese meal was the best choice here. I put the privacy dividers up and settled into my enclosed suite. It's not completely closed, but it does the job for me. I really do like the snacks that come with ANA's drink service, a delicious breadstick and some juicy prawns. They pair perfectly with the Duval Leroy champagne. As you can see here, the table is quite large, and not long after the amuse-bouche, my starters arrived. A delectable selection of morsels and seasonal ingredients, each and every item was absolutely divine. For mains, it was black cod and a chicken dish. These were okay. The wine selection was limited, although I did enjoy this Merlot from South America with some cheese. For dessert, I had this amazing chestnut mousse. It was light yet full of flavour. Despite it being midday Tokyo time, the cabin lights were dimmed, so I reclined my seat and put the mattress topper on. As you can see, there is plenty of space around the shoulders, and even side sleepers will be comfortable here. I had an early start that morning, so I dimmed the lights and went for a nap. To my surprise, I woke up 5 hours later feeling very refreshed. The 777 cabin is quite loud, but my noise-cancelling headphones did the trick. Here is a very messy bed after waking up. In the galley there was a basket with various creams and amenities for passengers to take, as well as some wine and some snacks. Taking another look at the seat, I could even sit cross-legged comfortably while the seat was in bed mode. For me, this seat very slightly beats Qatar's Q Suite. I did a little call bell test, and it took roughly 30 seconds for the FA to come. I ordered a quick breakfast as we flew over Greenland, another fish dish with steamed rice. This meal was much worse than the first service, and the food was pretty dry. I was almost shocked how different the first and second meal services were from each other. The first meal was great, but this one just tasted like it had been left out for the rest of the flight. As we began our descent into a cloudy London, the speed brakes were extended slightly. I do love the external cameras on the plane. It lets you have a great view. It wasn't long before we touched down into London Heathrow, 1 hour ahead of schedule. Now, despite the second meal service, this was still a great flight which I would take again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.